gets unbelievable.
So I want to go over this psych report because I think it really does have a lot of valuable information when you're looking at this case as a whole. Matthew was interviewed by one of the forensic psychiatry residents at Alberta Hospital. He told the doctors that in the months leading up to the murders, his life was pretty normal. He was a little bit stressed about starting law school that fall, but no different than anyone else who was about to start, a very serious and rigorous program like that. Also, at the time that all of this happened, the media had been reporting that there were some kind of issues between Matthew and his sister, to which he told the doctor that, yeah, technically that was true. They weren't getting along exactly, but he said that the conflict between them was really not too severe or problematic. In fact, Matthew said that he honestly wasn't even sure when his thinking went from, hey, I'm a normal guy about to start law school, to, hey, I'm going to now go on this mass murder spree of my friends. Matthew claimed that if he had to guess when that switch in his mind happened, it was probably around 2 weeks before the murders. He says that's when things started to feel a little bit different. And from the sounds of this report, it seems like the stuff that Matthew was reading at the time was a big trigger for him. Although it's not clear exactly what Matthew was reading. According to Matthew, he started to believe that he was the son of God. Also, that he was the ancient Egyptian god Anubis. Now, the psych report didn't go into all of this, but honestly, I was pretty curious. So I knew I needed to brush up on my ancient Egyptian studies and see what the hell all of this meant. And I learned that this Anubis guy was the ancient Egyptian god of mummification. Also, the Egyptian god of the afterlife and the protector of tombs. It's believed that he would guide souls through the underworld. So I don't know, it seems like maybe Matthew saw himself as this godlike figure who was heavily involved in death and the afterlife, and that he had to help take people from one to the next. But Matthew told the doctor that he started to believe that there was a conspiracy between the Illuminati, vampires, and werewolves. Apparently, all three of them were fighting in battle with each other, and there was going to be this gigantic war. I mean, think like Avengers, I guess, which also kind of sounds like Twilight a little bit, but I don't know. Now, if you're not familiar with the concept or the term Illuminati, it's a conspiracy. Some argue that it's real, but it hasn't been proven, about a group of secret global elite made up of powerful politicians, bankers, celebrities, business leaders, and supposedly they are all working together to control world events. It's been alleged that Jay-Z is in the Illuminati, that Epstein was in the Illuminati, that it's just like, the powerful elite, and that they're the ones who really pull the strings. Which maybe, given everything that's in the news these days, maybe it's not that much of a conspiracy, right? Maybe it is easier to believe, who knows? But he also said that he believed that he was Darth Vader, and that his dad, who he recently struggled to get along with, was evil. So just to recap, he's the son of God, Anubis, he's Darth Vader. There's a war between the Illuminati, vampires, and werewolves, and he is facilitating all of it, according to Matthew. Now, the night of April 14th was a full moon, so you probably see where this is going. Matthew believed that because it was a full moon, the war was supposed to start, and that the end of the world was coming. Here's the thing, though. According to him and his belief system, all of the evil vampires and werewolves were not going to look obvious. They were going to look like normal people, shapeshifters even, if you will. So that's why he said he had to prepare himself for whoever or whatever he was about to encounter. And I think that this is important to mention because his childhood best friend Brendan, the one who lived at Butler Mansion and invited him to the party that night, he probably feels a lot of guilt. Like maybe because he invited him into the house that the blood of his friends is on his hands. Which obviously we know that's not true.